Hello, house guests. Tiki here.
AdvBlueDude.
And tonight, we're going to announce who won the Power of Veto for Week 2. But first, how you doing tonight, Adventure Blue Dude?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. We're going to start our Muppets movie month tomorrow night, which I'm very excited about, all in preparation for the ABC Muppet show that's coming on. I just signed up for a third college class with one of my favorite professors. So yeah, I'm stoked. I'm ready to go.
Cool.
It's going to be a busy semester, but hoping to get some good content up at the same time.
Cool.
How are you? How are you, dear sir?
Good. I'm biding my time until I go back to school and resume my life.
Are you saying that me doing the podcast and you doing the podcast is not having a life? Is that what you're implying here?
No, that's not at all what I'm saying. I'm talking about the other 12 hours where I sit in the basement and watch Adventure Time.
Fair enough. Didn't you tell me you watched Over the Garden Wall like twice in one day or something like that?
Oh, that was in like October. I did watch it again last week, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew you'd watched it recently.
That's something I would do, though.
Of course.
If I got to that point.
All right, so anyways, we are here to talk about Week 2's Power of Veto ceremony, entitled, or Power of Veto challenge, I should say, and this is the Power of Veto ceremony.
Correct.
And this was entitled Ride, the movie.
Yes.
So, what did you think about this challenge? Of course, long-time fans of the So You Want to Be an Imagineer YouTube channel. Was it the first direct yours we ever did?
Holy shit, was it?
I want to say it was.
No.
Are you sure?
Let me look it up.
We have to go back to the archives here, people.
Good thing we have playlists.
I know, right? I wouldn't even rely on the playlists.
Nope, I wouldn't. Them's were the month where I was the curator.
Oh, okay.
And then promptly gave up. And then you took it over. I was perfectly happy with that because that.
And then I'm like, all right, I'm spotty at best when it comes to playlists. I still have to like tag and make thumbnails and put the playlist into like half the Christmas and July episodes. I'm on top of things.
That was the second one.
What was the first one?
The Great Video Game Movie Ride.
Oh, of course, video game movies, right? Yeah. How could I forget that?
Way back
the great uncharted terrain of Hollywood.
Yes. But we also did the Ride the Movie project, and So You Want to Be an Imagineer season.
Yes. The one that you won, correct?
Correct. Yes. That's,
now, what was your project?
We did Alien Encounter.
You did Alien Encounter, the movie. Okay,
and then
right on.
Thrill did Thunder Mesa.
Which was amazing.
Yeah, that was incredible. Alien Encounter got lost in translation.
So this is definitely like kind of a favorite of ours to do.
Yeah.
And we got interesting results, I guess.
Yeah.
So we'll go over them. First of all, let's do a little bit of house cleaning. We kind of talked it over at the start of the show before we went on air, and unfortunately, we decided that I think it's in the best interest of everyone involved that we officially formally eliminate Disney Princess from the running.
Surprise!
Just because she hasn't, she hasn't posted once since the competition began. And she was pretty iffy about joining to begin with. To tell you the truth, I'm not even 100% sure she officially signed up. So it would have made it a little easier if she would have come on and been like, hey, guys, I'm done. Peace out. But, we figured enough was enough. We don't want to drag this charade on any longer. So Disney Princess, I'm sorry, by a vote of nothing to nothing, you have been evicted from the 1984 house. So with that in mind, this week, what?
That's what you call it, the 1984 house. I just picture a really dated house. Like fax machines and wood cabinet televisions.
1984 is going to be 1985, and
Good.
So on and so forth.
As it should be. It'll just confuse people. How many seasons have there been of this?
Right. Just like 22 Jump Street. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, so yeah, with that in mind, this week was going to be a double elimination, and it still is technically. Disney Princess is just the first of the double evictions.
Yep.
So now, in terms of our strike policy, in terms of not submitting projects, it's unfortunate, but unfortunately, Brinny D has gotten his third strike. So I feel like if he doesn't submit a head of household project this next round, then he will be an automatic nominee this upcoming round if he survives at all.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's only fair. Guillaume, I believe this is his first strike, correct?
Yes.
I want to say so. Yeah.
I believe it is.
Okay. And then the other GMR, I'm going to give a pass to because he told us he was going to be busy, so that's fine. Anyone else I'm missing that didn't submit anything?
Let me check. I don't believe so, but I also could be wrong, and I usually am.
We eliminated Princess. GMR gets a pass. 2 Infinity came at the last minute.
Nope, that's it.
Okay, cool. So Guillaume gets his first strike, and unfortunately, Brinny D has 3 strikes. So if he survives the week and then he does not submit a project for head of household, then he will be an automatic nominee. Yes. All right. I'm sorry. This game can be a little confusing. That's why this is officially a trial run for all intents and purposes. I assure you, once it gets onto the official bracket, it will be much more refined.
Yes.
All right. So with that in mind, you want to get into some projects?
I guess if we have to.
No, we can just let's talk about Steven Universe. Let's make this a Steven Universe.
I mean, Steven Universe is a great
gender
show.
Identity.
Jesus Christ, no.
What do you have to say about gender identity in Steven Universe?
Oh my God.
We're gonna get to that conversation.
You are starting it right. Wow, you are going hard right from the beginning. So,
no, but you know we're going to have that conversation, and you know it's going to be a deep-ass conversation.
The only thing worse is if you said, yeah, Steven Universe, so they're all lesbians, right?
No. The show goes much deeper than that. Although, to tell you the truth, I played a few songs for my sister, and that was basically her reaction.
I mean, that's the reaction of a lot
of people. So they're all lesbians, right? Like I played Stronger Than You and Giant Woman. Yeah. That was her reaction.
I mean, they're not
Stronger
technically
Than
wrong.
You is pretty, like, it's an awesome song, but it definitely has some context.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're not here to talk about that. I'm going to force you to talk about the projects, like it or not.
Okay.
So, with that in mind, we'll go in order of who submitted first. So let's talk about Disney Man 1.
Yes.
I think I like this a little bit better than you did.
I did not like this.
Let me tell you what I liked about it, okay?
Please do.
It has its strengths and weaknesses.
Yes.
I liked the fact that they incorporated the Imagination Institute into it as like an evil entity.
Oh, I like that as well.
I feel like that was a very clever sort of like almost kind of meta, not so much fourth wall, but, very meta kind of gag.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Having said that, here's my issue with it. I thought it was on the nose. I didn't like the main character being named Tony.
Yeah.
I thought maybe having I don't know, a middle name of Baxter or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's too on the nose. Secondly, Tony Baxter is a director.
No.
We're movie geeks, people. Me and AdvBlueDude are both hardcore, legit, cinephiles.
You are pulling that shit to the wrong crowd.
So, no, I'm sorry. As sentimental as it would be to see Tony Baxter have some sort of involvement in the Journey into Imagination movie, as a director, you've got to have someone who knows what they're doing. And it's and Tony Baxter literally has no experience in Hollywood at all.
Yeah, I mean, Tony Baxter
not as a producer, not as a writer, not as an editor.
As a writer, yes.
Oh, as a writer?
He's writing himself an autobiography. And he wrote for Attractions, not for Hollywood.
I'm saying specifically for Hollywood.
Well,
yeah.
Excuse me then.
I'm saying like he's a total outsider to the Hollywood system, and like you know. So my dream director of Journey into Imagination would be Terry Gilliam. I mean, come on, you got to have the Gilliam on board. It's imagination. I feel like Gilliam and imagination are virtually synonymous with each other.
Yeah, I mean, like, specifically for this project, going specifically by the story and plot points and everything that Disney Man wrote, the director, the only person I could see directing it would be Robert Zemeckis. Not that I want him to, just basing it solely off.
I thought Zemeckis had a good live action comeback with Flight.
Did he? I haven't seen Flight.
I think Flight's actually pretty underrated, actually.
I've heard that. I just
Flight.
haven't actually seen it. I'll see it eventually.
It's really good live action Zemeckis. It's a good comeback from the bizarre like motion capture crap that he was involved.
Yeah. I'd also like to see this. It could work as a stop motion film, different story, like different everything basically, but it could work as a live action film. I'm sorry.
I like the idea of having the Imagination Institute involved in a shady kind of way. Yeah. I think having just it being straight up like, ooh, evil corporation. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the comics are going to do that, actually.
Okay, well...
Like, I'm 90% sure that the Imagination Institute is going to be the new thing in that book.
Okay.
But, yeah, so, like, it's a possible idea. I just don't think it works as well in the movie. I also think he missed an opportunity in not having Nigel Channing, and instead having a villain known only as Michael.
I'm sorry. Oh, God.
The entire time, all I could picture was Michael Scott. Beside the point. Really, my problems with this are you went way too on the nose, with like way too like obvious with the allegory. We're like Tony Baxter, Michael Eisner bullshit.
I don't feel like Disney would like go that on the nose with it.
No, it can only the only way to be on the nose, more on the nose, is if the villain was Kodak. But I wasn't really a fan of the story either. Honestly.
Like I said, I thought there were creative things in the story.
So do I, absolutely.
I agree that it wasn't implemented the best.
Yes, like the story of the grandfather and the grandson being complete opposites when it comes to imagination is really weird and a really specific thing to be really at odds against. especially for such an abstract concept. But
yeah.
Like it's workable. It can be tweaked and everything.
Sure.
I liked how Dreamfinder and Figment weren't the main characters. I did like that direction.
Nice. Yeah,
I really like that direction because that's part of my problem with the comic. Actually, is that they try to explain things that don't need to be explained. Like
like I feel like Dreamfinder and Figment, I feel like they kind of like like the Disney fan community in general.
Oh, they absolutely do.
Over mythologizes Dreamfinder and Figment when in reality it was a pretty simple idea on Tony Baxter's part.
My favorite.
Like, Magic Man and an imaginary dragon. Like that's basically it. That's all you need to know.
My favorite panel from that comic is it's like right at the end. Like, Dreamfinder comes back from Imagination World and tries to save the day.
I'm so sad it's not called Imagination Land.
Well, they don't really call it anything. he goes to save the day. Jesus Christ. He has to go. He goes back into the Imagination World, comes back on the Dreamcatcher, and like saves the day. Lands, talks to his former boss, and the boss is like, "Valerian, what happened to you?" He's like, "No. It's Dreamfinder now." I'm like, what?
Oh, God.
No. But, yeah, like things like that. I do like that he took that direction where it's not following Dreamfinder and Figment specifically.
Sure.
There were some pacing issues, but, I mean, it's a nitpick.
Yeah.
Tony didn't have to go back to his grandfather after he met Dreamfinder.
Really one question: is that an original poster? Or is it an image he pulled?
I'm sure that's an image he pulled.
It has a website watermark, so yeah.
Yeah. It's
either way, I think it's a fantastic. I think it's a fantastic poster.
Yeah.
I could totally see that as a Journey into Imagination poster for sure.
Go on to that website, actually, though. Epcot Legacy. Yeah, EpcotLegacy.com. They have that's where I get all my Epcot music from.
Nice.
He puts out really comprehensive albums of each pavilion.
Oh, cool.
And it has every track you could need. But that's beside the point.
All right, let's get to the scores. Creativity.
7.5 out of 10.
7.5. Okay, I'm gonna give it a 7.
Okay.
Realism.
4.5 out of 10.
Oh.
A lot of that was because of the casting. Tony Baxter is not a director.
No.
Gene Wilder doesn't do movies anymore. Robert Sherman's dead.
I guess with that in mind, I think I'll go with a 4.
There are a few discrepancies. Also, the allegory, Disney would not make that kind of movie. Though Dave Grohl's Figment is perfect, obviously. I mean, yeah. Also, Ron Schneider would never be Dreamfinder in a film.
Oh my god, I was like, what?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, you know what? Just for Rob Schneider, I'm bringing it down to a 3.
No, Ron Schneider.
Oh, Ron Schneider?
Who's Ron Schneider? Ron Schneider was the original Dreamfinder actor in the park.
Oh.
It is not comedy.
Okay, yeah, for that, still, I'm bringing it down to a 3.
Oh, if you want.
That's not good.
This is one of the odd occasions where I am not as hard-assed.
I know, right? I'm a 7 and a 3, and you're a 7.5 and a 4.5.
I know.
All right, realism.
Generous. We already did realism.
I'm sorry,
detail. Detail, I had 8 out of 10.
8? All right, well, it's my turn to be nice. I'll give him a 9.
There you go.
All right. And finally, presentation.
Good old 7 out of 10.
7. I'm going to give him an 8 just because of that poster. I think it's a really good image.
Okay.
All right. So that makes
my total 27.
27. All right.
Unless I counted wrong, which I very possibly did.
So that means that this project is going to die at the age of 27 if it becomes a rock star.
Correct. Just like
my total. Yes. Oh my God. Can you believe it?
Well, is it 27?
Yes.
Wow.
All right, which makes our combined total into
54.
54. Thank you. Yes.
So I got no shit. I don't usually understand math. That's why I'm a film major.
Okay, so Disney Man has a score of 54. All right, let's move on to Tomorrowland 2, directed by Brad Bird.
That's not nice.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That is.
Yeah, I had problems with this one.
Okay, Brad Panther, I'll give you some credit. I see the ambition you were going for in terms of let's get the Avengers of Walt Disney World characters.
Oh, absolutely.
Together. You know what I mean? I could appreciate that in terms of I can't personally appreciate it on a nostalgia level as much as someone who grew up with Walt Disney World, of course. And demographically, that's something I'm going to challenge with here in WDW Magic. But yeah, I don't know. Let's run through some of this.
Okay. Let me pull the project back up.
There's not a ton of detail here.
Going by the first sentence, directed by Brad Bird, that's an incomplete sentence.
What do you mean an incomplete sentence?
That's fractured. That's a sentence fractured.
Oh, God. Knock him off a point in presentation.
You're already at a 2 for presentation.
No, come on. If anything,
I'm kidding.
presentation fine.
I'm kidding. I mean,
the big elephant in the room with this one is that the plot is just remarkably similar to Tomorrowland, and it's directed by Brad Bird.
Yes.
I mean, what else can you do? That's just the situation.
Yeah. I didn't like that the main character's Figment. I also found it odd that the city gets shut down by the state, and then Figment's the only one left. That,
you know what?
Logical sense.
Epcot was a movie, and they did have all the characters. I don't see any other character being the main character besides
Really?
Figment. I do think Figment is he's the freaking spokesperson for Epcot practically. He's like the mascot.
He is, but I think that in an Epcot film, it should take a different direction.
All right.
That's just me, though. I mean,
to tell you the truth, there were a couple things here that I kind of latched onto. Like, I like the idea of a roll of motion car testing facility, Living Seas aquarium. Like, I like the idea of having practical uses to all the Future World pavilions.
Oh, I very much like that as well. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I've gone on record to say that I think Tomorrowland should have just been an Epcot movie. I've actually said that.
It absolutely should have.
Because that's what it was. I mean, it was not trying to be Tomorrowland. They were trying to go for Epcot. That's absolutely what they were trying to go for.
Yeah. No, my main problem with this is really that this was just a bunch of Disney characters, Disney World characters, and they didn't really.
To me, there's there's a certain kind of charm to it. Like, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Jack Black Goosebumps movie that's coming out.
Yeah, but I think that's a little bit different because, my main problem isn't necessarily.
And keep in mind, we're also going to get a version of this movie with that Magic Kingdom movie that's coming out.
Is that happening? I thought that was in development hell.
It is in development hell, but if it ever gets out of development hell, then that's what we're getting. We're getting like Night at the Museum, but with the Magic Kingdom.
Even that I'm iffy with, and also I think that that's a bit of a different direction than this. Like, none of those characters fit together.
You want to go over some of them? I mean,
there's
well, hold on. We have the singing food buddies.
Yes, we have Bonnie Appetit.
Yes.
Who's from Kitchen Cabaret, and
because God knows how they're going to work into this.
Yes, she's just a woman. Then there's the three-headed troll, played by two voice actors. And
I could see the three-headed troll in like an action scene or something like that. I don't know.
I could see them in a cameo. I don't know. The three-headed troll doesn't really fit for me.
Nigel Channing, Tom Morrow. I think both of those guys are.
They fit.
Yeah. Dreamfinder, we already went through. Rob Schneider. That's
Ron Schneider.
Ron. God damn. We already went through that.
And then Captain EO and his crew.
Captain EO totally doesn't.
I don't understand how they would work into the.
I'm sorry, Captain EO is an entirely different cinematic universe.
Yes, and then it just gets weird.
Different. Like Captain EO is literally like another galaxy or something.
Yeah, and then it just gets odd. Where Timekeeper, okay, like
I could see
not Epcot, but fitting. Rex from Star Tours.
No, I can't see that. Maybe as a cameo, as like an Easter egg. Not even a cameo, as an Easter egg. I could see it.
Yeah, Sunny Eclipse doesn't fit at all.
That just made me laugh. I was just like, honestly, that's kind of the point where they kind of caught my attention. I was like, oh my god, if you could make Sunny Eclipse and like this epic, compelling character.
Oh my god, somebody should have done that. My movie is Sunny Eclipse.
Wait, what the hell? He has Gomer from the Country Bears?
Yes.
What?
Yep.
I missed that.
You've never seen him in Epcot?
No, I didn't know he was in Epcot.
All over the place.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They almost made Spaceship Earth a ride about him.
Oh dear God.
Yeah.
Well, now I know.
I know. I'm so sorry. Orange Bird, Skippy from Alien Encounter, sort of, but it's the same boat as Sunny Eclipse and Captain EO, where the not from Earth.
Skippy easier than Captain EO.
Oh, I could see Skippy much easier as well, especially since Alien Encounter takes place on Earth. So, like, yeah. It just doesn't sit right.
I hear you. Well, let's get into the scores.
Okay.
Creativity.
7 out of 10.
Ooh, okay.
I'm
actually going to have to go with a 6.
Okay.
All right. Realism.
5 out of 10.
All right. I will meet your 5. Detail.
5 out of 10.
I'm actually going to go 4 out of 10 here.
Okay.
And finally, presentation.
7 out of 10.
I will go... Yeah, I'll go 7. That sounds about right. Okay. Your total?
24.
My total is 22.
Damn, I was hoping we'd match again.
And combined, that would be 46.
Yes.
All right, so far, Disney Man is definitely in the lead. Sorry, Bear Kitten, thanks for playing. We appreciate you, or Bear Panther, I should say. We appreciate you turning in a project and whatnot. Okay, let's get to the last project of the evening, the one project that I think you actually enjoyed.
Correct. I really like this one.
I think it does a lot of things right. I think this is the one, like, okay, To Infinity and Beyond, I can tell that you are probably in perhaps sort of the same camp as AdvBlueDude and I when it comes to being big cinema fans. And I could just tell that from reading this project.
Yeah.
In a way. Great work on the cast. I love how the project's laid out where it has like the cast of characters as like, you know, like mini sort of like rundowns of the character arcs. I think that's a really good way to present a movie pitch. So do you want to go through some of these? How do you want to tackle this?
I don't have a lot of notes for this.
Okay. You had some reservations about Guillermo del Toro.
Yes, I did.
My reservation is that, damn it, that man needs to make his Haunted Mansion movie before he does anything else, ever.
I just don't necessarily think he's a good fit for a comedy.
Okay, I for a long time wanted him to do Tarzan of the Apes, and I realized that's a completely different thing. But I think him in the jungle setting, I think would be really interesting for his visual style, because it's something that he could play around a lot with his visual style, but it's not something that we've seen before with him.
Yeah.
Because he's done sci-fi and he's done like gothic horror, and that's his wheelhouse. And I feel like getting him into a completely different terrain where he can still have a lot of fun with it. And you know what? The man's not incapable of making a lighthearted movie. I mean, look at
absolutely
Hellboy.
Not. Oh, yeah.
You know, it's like, you know, Hellboy had a really good kind of sense of humor to it while still having a lot of dark moments, of course. But I feel like he can... I feel like in Pacific Rim, it's not like Pacific Rim was, you know, that serious of a movie either. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I think for like a screwball comedy like this...
I don't necessarily think The Jungle Cruise has to be primarily a screwball comedy, though. I feel like that's selling it short.
No, I mean, like, just the vibe I'm getting from this.
All right, I hear you.
I know you brought up a really good idea for a replacement director. Or directors.
Yes.
It's actually really perfectly fitting.
Go ahead.
You said Lord and Miller.
Yeah, Phil Lord, Chris Miller of Lego Movie and 21-22 Jump Street fame.
Yeah.
That would definitely be the more comedic direction, for sure.
Yes.
And I feel like, as far as I'm concerned, those two are like the perfect comedy directors right now, especially for like niche things like this that can have a lot of Easter eggs thrown into it. Yeah. I mean, it's just their wheelhouse right now. They could tackle anything with it. It's great. I don't know. I'm more on board with Del Toro than you are, Because like I said, I don't really feel like this needs to be a screwball comedy. I really don't.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be, but I think if you want to stay
Haunted
true
Mansion
to the
was a
Jungle
screwball. Haunted Mansion was a screwball comedy.
And look where it got that.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying I don't necessarily think the tone should be screwball comedy.
But
I think it should be an adventure with comedy in it. Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes, but the Jungle Cruise
Pirates of the Caribbean town.
The Jungle Cruise inherently is a screwball comedy.
Not necessarily.
The attraction.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Look, I'm saying that if you go way back to the roots of the attraction, it wasn't a comedy. It wasn't until Mark Davis. Bullshit! It wasn't popular. It was the #1 e-ticket in the park. Still,
and it was boring, and people recognized it as boring. And then Mark Davis made it funny. And I think what people know the Jungle Cruise to be now is.
So are you saying that the Pirates of the Caribbean films have no humor in them? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that at all.
Are you saying that they don't have an adequate level of humor? I'd say, if anything, they have too much humor in them.
I never said that.
I'm saying that Pirates of the Caribbean is a good kind of tone setter to go with when you're doing your mix of like serious adventure and humor.
It is, but I think a Jungle Cruise movie would be more humorous than a Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
But I'm just saying, Pirates of the Caribbean has already gotten to the point of being so damn screwball to begin with that it.
Well, a lot of that's because it kind of jumped the shark after the first film.
After the second film, sir.
Well, yeah.
Second film was good.
Yeah.
I always make the analogy: the first film was good in like a new Hollywood sort of way, and the second film was good in like a modern blockbuster sort of way.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And then the third one was trash, and the fourth one was a waste of time, except for Jeffrey Rush.
There was one good scene in the third one.
What was the one good scene?
When
I'm curious.
Beckett dies.
Beckett dies. Oh yeah, that freaking from a cinema fan point of view, yes.
That's
yes.
Fucking spectacular.
It's like the equivalent of Pirates of the Caribbean's "There Will Be Blood" in sequence. It's just built up throughout the whole movie. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh god. Beckett just walking as the freaking ship's getting blown up and whatnot.
Yeah.
And is that the one good moment from that movie that you can think of?
Probably. It's definitely the best.
Yeah. I mean, oh, that whole movie was a mess. I to this day, I've said that Jeffrey Rush didn't really know what he was doing in that movie.
Probably not.
Like, I feel like he kind of lost his... And I feel like he got it back in the fourth one.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like in the third one, he was kind of awkward.
Mm.
In terms of, like, kind of half playing Barbossa.
Yeah.
All right, but this isn't a Pirates of the Caribbean podcast now, is it? All right. So, do you want to run through some of these casting choices?
Yes, because I really like the casting choices in this.
Okay. I know it's very strong. Very strong.
Yeah, this is probably the strongest cast. I mean, it is the strongest cast out of the three. It's Stephen Fry, Grant Gustin. I don't know because I haven't watched Flash.
Okay, it's the Flash.
Yeah, I wasn't sure who he was until I looked him up. Haley Atwell. A lot of these people I haven't seen. A lot of these
Simpkins is the kid from Jurassic World and Iron Man 3. He's good.
Okay.
Mark Strong, obviously.
Yeah.
Really good presence. Idris Elba, obviously.
Yeah.
Andy Serkis, in spite of the fact that it's literally like kind of the same character as his King Kong character to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But whatever, he's fine. He's Andy Serkis.
I do like
my favorite
live action Andy Serkis.
Oh yeah. My favorite is Admiral Goff, played by Jeffrey Rush.
Yeah.
That's just perfect. That I love that. That is the kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean type, like taking the ride and creating like a unique character out of it.
Mm.
Oh dear, Zach Braff.
Zach Braff, I'm a little bit iffy on. Kristen Schaal, absolutely.
Oh, but yeah. Oh my God. Oh, give me Kristen Schaal any day of the week.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes. And live action Kristen Schaal too.
Yeah.
Even better. Um,
I think they're really
Braff.
good as skippers.
Yeah, I could see Zach Braff. Yeah. Oh, Eddie Murphy. No.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy, I'm a little bit
No.
against.
No.
And Terry Crews.
I'll take Charlie
actually,
Murphy. I'll take Charlie Murphy, just not Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Charlie
Actually,
Murphy's
Terry Crews
hilarious.
Really, Eddie Murphy's the only one who doesn't really fit because Eddie Murphy doesn't really do anything anymore.
Oh, Trader Sam is Ben Kingsley. I don't know about that.
I like it.
I'm a little iffy on that.
Why?
Because you see, I almost kind of feel like Idris Elba would be a better Trader Sam.
Oh, do you know what?
Hmm.
He's probably thinking of the Disney World Trader Sam.
Probably.
Yes. And you're thinking of the Disneyland Trader
I'm thinking of the Disneyland Trader Sam, yes.
Yeah.
Nationalities.
Yes.
Albert AWOL as Conan O'Brien. Freaking love that.
Yeah, that's fucking great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I could totally see that.
Yes.
And I think having Albert AWOL in there to begin with is totally a Guillermo del Toro thing. And that's my point, I think, with Guillermo del Toro, is that I feel like he could do a lot of wacky, weird, like, jungle voodoo type stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think Lord and Miller can ground it while still going apeshit with it and make it.
I don't think Lord and Miller ground things at all. I don't think that's their specialty.
Well, no, I mean, they go like as high and as out there as they can, but they don't go too far, and somehow it still works. That's really what I mean by keeping it grounded, where they can do whatever the hell they want, but it's never too much somehow. And with the Jungle Cruise, I think it's that outrageousness that would work for Lord Miller and less so for Del Toro.
I hear you. All right. Well, I don't know. I'm always about directors kind of stepping out of their look how good Hugo is.
No, it is. I'm trying to think of Scorsese hasn't done anything like that.
No, he hasn't.
Or since.
And I appreciate it because I appreciate Scorsese's style. I just think his subject matter gets a little bit repetitive.
It does.
I really do.
Hugo's incredible.
Scorsese.
Yeah. I wish Scorsese did more things like that. Not even like kids' movies like that. More so just movies dealing with film history. Because I mean, I know it's based off a book.
I just don't think every Scorsese movie needs to be like a mobster movie or like.
Oh, absolutely not. But I mean, that's his style. He's an auteur.
I know. All right, so we should probably get to scoring this thing, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the score that he has to beat is 54. So let's get to it. Creativity.
9 out of 10.
9. Okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna have to give this a 7 just because the Jungle Cruise is the most often rumored attraction-based movie.
That is true.
So I feel like it's a very go-to sort of selection. Don't get me wrong, he does good things with it, but I feel like the good things that he does with it raises it from what would be like a 5 or a 6 for me in terms of score.
Yeah.
Thus we land on a 7. Okay. Realism.
9 out of 10.
All right, I'm not going to go quite as nice. I'm going to go 8.
Okay.
Honestly, the only reason I'm going 8 and not 9 is because there's no chance you can get Guillermo del Toro for this.
Yeah, I was thinking that as I was saying.
Don't get me wrong. I love Guillermo. I do think he'd be a good fit. I kind of disagree with you. I do think he'd be a good fit. But let's see his Haunted Mansion movie first before we talk about any other Disney movies.
I want that movie.
You don't know. Oh my god. Every time he starts a new project, I'm just like.
Pacific Rim starts in January.
I know. I'm like a freaking spoiled kid. It's like I want it now. And he's not gonna do it. I just feel like he's not gonna do it, and it breaks my heart.
The problem is that Del Toro announces 7 billion projects a month, so it'll happen. It just he has been giving updates very slowly.
Has he?
Yes.
All I know is that I remember he said Hatbox Ghost was going to be involved in the plot, and that he was a really big fan of the attraction, and Disney was giving him walkthrough tours and stuff.
They've gotten far past that. Del Toro said that he's been pretty regularly giving scripts to Disney.
Good.
So they're drafting it.
Good.
There have been a few leaks of models for what the Hatbox Ghost would look like.
Ooh.
That was a while. That was in like 2012. But they're out there. I've also heard rumors that Ryan Reynolds is starring.
I think you're thinking of Ryan Gosling.
I think you're correct.
Yeah, I've heard Ryan Gosling.
So
I think Ryan Gosling would be more fitting than Ryan Reynolds, because I think Ryan Gosling can play it quiet and Ryan Reynolds would just be sarcastic.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'd be Buried, but I don't think they cast Ryan Reynolds because of Buried.
Yeah. Speaking of Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool trailer comes out tomorrow.
I know, and
there's a teaser for the trailer.
I'll probably be doing a. You want to come on with Blue Dragon 5 and I and talk about the trailer?
When are you doing it?
I don't know. We were probably going to do it tomorrow, except we're going to do the Muppet movie tomorrow. So maybe
talk about this after.
I know. Okay. Anyways, we are on to creativity, realism, detail. Yes.
8.
I will give it a 9.
Okay. I'll give it an 8.
8. Okay. And finally, presentation.
7 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll go 7 too. I do like the way that he formatted it, though.
Oh yeah.
So, okay. So, what's your score?
33 out of 40.
Okay, and then my calculations. Let's see. 15 plus 9 is 24. 31. Okay. 31.
Congrats.
64. Yes. Not even close. All right. Congratulations to Infinity and Beyond for the second time in a row. The one of the nominated house guests has won the Power of Veto and has vetoed himself off of the nomination block. Oh yes.
Yes.
All right. So are you ready to get to the elephant in the room?
Yep.
All right. So, as head of household, GMR has to name a replacement nomination. And sorry, Basket Buddy, I don't know how to tell you this, man, but you got to take a seat, man.
Surprise!
Take a seat. Yeah. Okay, so I'm very iffy about Basket Buddy sitting up here, but you know what? It's the game, and I think it's the game dynamics, and that's why we're having a trial run. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see. Basket Buddy, I'm sorry. I'm genuinely sorry about this situation that you didn't get to play in either veto or head of household, and I'll be sending you a PM. We'll square it out. We'll be good. We'll be good. So what do you think about that?
I don't know what to think anymore. I mean, it makes sense, but yeah.
I don't necessarily think it'd be giving things like away in terms of strategy perspective to say that GMR wanted to nominate Basket Buddy because he didn't think Basket Buddy would get any votes. But all I can say is that we'll see.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. We'll see. The fact that Disney Princess was automatically eliminated and it's now a single eviction instead of a double eviction bodes well.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Brittany D, unfortunately, he kind of fell off the map because he did win the Power of Veto in the first week with his really good Pixar short about autism, which was incredible. So unfortunately, I really do hope that he comes back, but at the same time, he's kind of been the one that's been inactive this week. So, all right, with that in mind, like I said, unfortunately, Disney Princess has been automatically evicted because we just felt it was the right thing to do at this point in time. And the two nominees are Basket Buddy 101 and Brittany D. So I will be sending PMs to you all, conversations, if you will, and asking you to vote. You will have 24 hours. Well, a little less than that. I'm going to say votes will be due, let's say midnight Eastern time tomorrow. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
And so with that, we will, we'll see. Any ties will be broken by the head of household, and so on and so forth. All right.
Yeah.
Any last words?
Good luck.
Yeah. All right. I'm genuinely sorry, Basket Buddy. All right. See you guys later.
Yep.